Welcome back, Internet, to Gunstar Heroes on Party Wipe Gaming. I'm sorry, and I'm going to be sorry by the end of this one, I can already tell. Let's just roll right into the next level. So for this one, rather interestingly, we're gonna run around in a special mining cart. This changes the gameplay slightly, but not really. Namely, we're basically on the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen. Enemies are still gonna run around and mess with us, so back to the good old double chaser. Double chaser, not tracer. I've been playing too much Overwatch, you're gonna have to forgive me. So for this level, this is actually the first level that I played when I was younger, when I first played the game. And I really liked it. It was very fast and fluid. So, I haven't mentioned what those little flying orange things are. They're basically ammo deposits or health deposits. And they'll just kind of appear. If you do enough damage to them, they'll actually drop an additional health or bullet. Because the professor sends nice things out to give you a hand, and you blow them up, because naturally. So, for those curious, if you double jump, you shift from wall to wall or ceiling to floor, depending on what the screen is doing currently. I really like this level. It's got a really good perspective kind of going on, and sleeping guards on a train, because why not? But there's also a reason I hate this level, but we'll get to that. Well, that's a shame. Hey, we remember that guy from the intro. He's gonna be back a couple of times. I was so bad for the one guy running. Although he's pretty impressive in terms of he's keeping up with a fleeing train, so maybe I shouldn't feel bad for him. He's the only one who made it out of there alive. Okay. Alright, we're gonna pause here. Remember when I said this game had that boss? This is that boss. In fact, in all of Genesis, I would say that this is the biggest that boss in the entirety of video game history. For me, at least. I mean, there's plenty of tough bosses out there, but there was never any quite like the 7 Force. And there's many reasons why. But we're just gonna have to do it. Because I don't know. I hate myself, I guess. He's got the Soldier Force with the Arm Vortex and the Arm Boomerang. The Tails Force, the Somersault Tail and the Lightning Zap. The Tiger Force, Sight Laser and Trace Zapper. The Eagle Force, the Dance Dance and the Spread Laser. The Blaster Force, the Grenade Shoot and the Gold Bullet. The Urchin Force with the Hypersonic Spin and the Rush and Roulette. The Crash Mine and the Will-O-Wisp for the Crab Force. And look, it's our friend Green. First of all, why is Green a bad guy? They don't really explain in this game. Maybe they do, but they certainly don't explain it well, because to this day, I've never really known why he betrays us and goes and runs off to join the Empire. Because of course, there's an Empire. Now, when I said that Green must be higher up in the Gunstar Force, I wasn't kidding. That platform of his, that's not just a goddamn platform. That's the goddamn 7 Force. And he's going to wreck our day with it. I hate the 7-force! So he starts off in the robot mode every time, but other than that, when you are done destroying the robot form and his massive amount of health, he switches to another form. It's completely random at that point which form he'll take. He might take on a form you haven't seen before. He might take on a form that you've seen 3 times during the fight. And now he's taken on the eagle form. The eagle form is not hard. The only issue is he's going to go up and down the sides of the game, or the sides of the level, and you need to sweep on by, except you notice his tail gets in the way. So you have to time where you're going at the right moment, or you're just gonna get nailed. And he also does it like this. And as you see, I got nailed. I hate the 7-force. Alright, that's 2 forms down. What's he going? Oh, yeah, he could just turn into a big friggin' gun. Because, hey, the animal forms and the robot forms weren't, you know, good enough, I guess. So let's just turn into a big gun and shoot the shit out of people. Why not? I do find it funny that he actually has to reload a clip, though. That's kind of cute. The gun force, not really a problem. It's really the weaker of the forms, I'd say. Now this, the urchin form, which always resembled just a pinwheel to me, is kind of annoying, but not really. He'll go back and forth. He only has one real attack. He'll go back and forth, and then he'll stop, and then he'll run down the sides. You just gotta shift. I'm actually getting lucky on the choices of his forms. So let's... I swear this guy's much harder than he is right now. I'm getting extremely lucky. Extremely lucky! I'll take it, though. Okay, good. This is actually kind of cool. He's not just, using... Ow. He's not just shifting back and forth between forms. Like, you could get the gun force again, or the crab force again. Although he hasn't shown us the crab force. But you get, like, the tiger form, and then the tiger form again. Or the robot form. I think he might do the robot form twice, but who knows. Chaser makes this a little easier. And there we go. Huh. Alright, maybe I'm just full of shit, and that was actually much easier than I thought. Oh well. Still, screw that guy. If you don't know what you're doing, that's really hard, but I guess I retain knowledge of how to deal with all of his various forms. Alright, normally I actually thought it was going to take much longer fighting green, so, I guess I'll just roll into the 3rd level. This one starts off and you're chasing a spaceship, which is pretty cool. It's basically a vertical platformer at this point, but you're really just jumping up on these platforms. So, a vertical platform in the most literal sense that it can be. I am shocked that I managed to beat the 7-force that easily. I swear, he's really not an easy boss. But he's not the most difficult in this game. There's actually, the end boss is really hard, and I've never actually been able to beat him. But this is the challenge that I took for the first game, so here we go. And then this guy, his name is General Orange. He will be the man that we are chasing at the moment. Haha! Now I'm on your ship. What do you say about that? Nothing, because you're down there and I'm up here. Jump. And there's still platforms that for some reason you wanted to just jump up and just keep going. No real point to it. If you fall, or if the ship goes too far up and kind of leaves you behind, you'll get knocked up in the air and onto the ship, but you'll take some damage, and no real sense in just taking damage when you don't need to, right? Nobody's impressed, Flexman. I believe these enemies are called the Phantoms, because they're all mysterious and edgy and cool. It's about time that we switch to my favorite gun. Now this gun is good because, as you can see, it just kind of locks onto someone and just ruins their day. The downside is it can get stuck on just anything in the game. So there are some indestructible items, and the laser force or the laser seeker will just get stuck on it, and then it will do no damage, but it won't leave that because once it's locked on, it's locked on. Like right now, it's stuck on that thing's foot, and you can't damage the boss using the foot, so it's just stuck there until I stop shooting. And now it's actually on the boss properly, so it just ruins their day. Aha! Time to take on this guy. I don't remember his name, but he doesn't have a lot of HP, so it's probably not going to be too much of a problem. But if it's not obvious, he's not really the boss that we're here to fight. Not with that showing, anyway. Nope, we're here to fight this guy. Orange, who's got the rotor press, the head shoulder, and the break wind. I don't want to get hit by the break wind. So you can kind of hang out down here, but he will basically, he'll hit you. He's a breaking wind. That's the break wind attack, and he'll just kind of knock you around. But still, if you go up there, and that's what happens when you fall. Take a lot of damage, and you are down for the count for a couple of seconds. You can throw him around, but if you try, he'll throw you as well. See, like he just gave me a suplex. Stage cleared. That'll be second one in this video, which kind of impressive. I really thought the 7-force was gonna take a lot longer than it did. Orange is pretty much a pushover, even though he did significantly more damage to me than any boss has so far. But we're going to call it here. Thank you for watching, and until next time.